It's seconds away, round 4. The Carling Cup and Watford's second home side. So far, Cambridge have been seen off here, and away success at Reading and Sheffield United. And for the first time, they meet a Premiership juggernaut. Southampton come to Vicarage Road to face this Watford side. The main talking points: Heider Helguson cleared this morning to play. His booking against Gillingham rescinded. Neil Cox is given the nod over Jay Demerit after his hamstring problem. The reason, says Ray Lewington, experience. Helguson, though, will be suspended against Sheffield United on Saturday. Here's the Southampton side. It's the strongest Steve Wigley has at his disposal. Alan Blaney, who caught the eye in the 2-2 draw against West Brom on Saturday, keeps his place in goal. And Kevin Phillips returns to the ground where he first shot to fame. And on the ground where they recorded one of their most famous cup wins ever. 7-1 against Southampton. Watford underway. Early touch for Jermaine Darlington. That's Darren Kenton away. The main talking from Southampton's point of view, their defensive problems. This is Michael Nilsson and Sean Dyche. Doyley. Norwegian international. Key central defender for Southampton. Here's a Watford key central defender, Dyche. With the Helguson, here's Dyer! First real chance going the way of Bruce Dyer. Took the responsibility. Dyche has the licence to go forward. Helguson, the decoy. Dyer, the final shot. Bottom. Darlington's control. The ball was a slight disappointment to him. And Ormerod! Very sharp shot. Richard Lee had to be alert. The fact that Darlington didn't quite get his clearance right. That was Phillips. And this was Ormerod. First time Dyche closed him down. Darren Kenton's throw. Darlington. Dyche. Helguson, that was well done. This is Dyer. An awful lot of support. He might go on his own. Took the responsibility, Bruce Dyer. He knows this is his big chance with Danny Webber on the sidelines. Just got a half yard off Jakobsen. And went for glory. Hardly. The midfield area absolutely crucial. Mann and Dennison doing very nicely, thank you so far. Kenton. Look for Phillips. Away by Neil Cox. Dyer. Helguson, that was nicely worked, and this is Ardley. Plenty of opportunity. He would have been with a different through ball. Paul Telfer. Started, of course, just up the road. Darlington denies Nilsson. Southampton from Halmstad's native Sweden. Jakobsen, he's 32, he's experienced. Salford, Phillips, Svensson, just pushed over by Chambers. Barry Knight no more than 2 yards away. The target man in the box here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to aim at, and in the end it goes right the way across. It's also trying to come in. Darlington, Marn, Cox, Gunnarsson for Doyley. Higginbotham looking for Kevin Phillips, and Phillips again, Richardly, and away by Marn for Doyley. And Dyer this time goes on and still goes on. Referee waves it all away. It was Lundekvarm's challenge. And Mr. Knight had a good look and said nothing. Nilsson. Phillips. It was one of the most underrated referees. Barry Knight had a good view. Ardley and Darlington providing the option here. The Heavy Brigade have gone forward. It'll be Ardley and over the top from Bruce Dyer. He got the right side of his defender here. They all jumped, it was Dyer in the end. Just over the top. Nick Laney's been the busier of the two goalkeepers in the opening quarter. Free kick. Cox takes. This is Ardley. And Kenton. That's a corner. Right the way across. Corner came in. And almost all missed it. The knock on at the near post was by Gunnarsson. Helgason. Again the foul. Again the perpetrator, Klaus Lundekvarm. Again the free kick. Lovely. Supply line. Gunnarsson goes forward to join the fray. Dyche is there as well. And Dyer! At last they've broken through. And it's Bruce Dyer's header. Ardley with the free kick. And Dyche stooped to let him have a free go. And Bruce Dyer puts Watford in front. A set piece comes off. Ardley's corner then. Nice. Gunnarsson has stayed forward. Takes the responsibility. Cox, good save. He hit it well, and Alan Blaney did really well to keep it out. Here's Ardley. Pressure still on. Telfer and Kenton trying to close him down. Marn. Gunnarsson. Griffith, the substitute, helps out. Look at this again, it was Gunnarsson's ball. Dyer got out of the way as Cox goal. He hit it well and firmly. Higginbottom. Great chance for him to cross the halfway line. Griffith, the substitute. Ardley. Telfer, player nearest to him. Dyer commits the Kenton robbery. This is Darlington. Oh, and the bounce favoured Helgeson. Dyer is in the middle, so too is Chambers. And in the end it's a corner. And the mistake giving Helgeson the clear run. And in the end he settles for the flag kick. Ardley takes. And Chambers! It's 2-0. Ardley, again the provider. And Chambers got there before Kevin Phillips. His first goal in a Watford shirt. And I think it's his first goal in senior football. What a time to score it. And Watford, 7 minutes into the second half, have doubled their lead. Now, what response from the team in red and white stripes? This is Darren Kenton. And it's very quiet behind the goal that Southampton are attacking. Overlap. Phillips knocks on. And eventually the clearance is done. Svensson. About having a go himself. No problems with the Watford back line. And so far, the record is quite musical. Except for those who've come here from the south coast. Blaney away. Chambers. Really confident young man. And his opposite number, Higginbottom, has to concede the corner. And 2 Watford goals, both from set plays. One from a free kick, the other from a corner. Here's another one from Ardley. Fox wide. He got the header again. This again. Able to get the header. Svensson. Now maybe an opportunity. Here's Phillips. He'd dearly love to score here. Griffith back in. And the block was by Doyley. Now Darlington. spot by Lee, looked up, saw Darlington was spare, and immediately finds him now for Gunnarsson. Marn, the testing ball. Dyer waits with Kenton. Dyer's kept it in. Still Dyer. That's brilliantly done. And Chambers! Would you believe it? He's got another. Full marks to Bruce Dyer. Telfer thought he'd got it the first time, thought he'd got it the second time. Kenton didn't. Fell the number 7. Gunnarsson went for it. Chambers shouts mine. And 2 goals for the former West Brom man in the space of 10 memorable minutes. And the first Southampton faithful head for the exit. It's all about pride now for Southampton. Helgason, really good control. Gunnarsson, Dyer. Darlington. And Delap. Well, they've passed it around. What have they produced? This is Gunnarsson. Looks up. Helgason's made a run. Oh, what about that? A wonderful strike to crown a famous night. Now you know what they do in Iceland during the close season. They work themselves out goals like that. The pass, exquisite. The finish, quite awesome. It's 4-0. And we still have nearly a quarter of the game to play. Surely, Ray, you didn't expect this, did you? Helgason. To keep their concentration. Van Dam. Being a nuisance. Svensson, who has not asserted any authority in the middle of the field at all tonight. Higginbottom. This is Van Damme. And right the way over in the end from Blackstock. And he's had 2 chances in what, the 4 or 5 minutes he's been on. As Van Damme's ball in. And he jumped well against Dyche. So, James Chambers, 2 goals and a dead leg. A memorable night for him. And he will be replaced by Ashley Young. Dyche. Telfer. And now suddenly opportunities may exist. Delap. And they've got in each other's way. Griffith called for it and didn't get it. And this is Ashley Young. This is Dyer. Are there more goals, I wonder? Here's Ardley in space. Marn will keep it in play. Helgason offers the short support. Delap has to go back and help Helgason. Marn. Gunnarsson, he'd love one, wouldn't he? The leader in the pass of the night competition, Doyley. The pass and move. Really so impressive tonight. Cox, Ardley and Dyer in the end. He had too many blockages. Now Young. Alan Blaney having to be alert. Young was trying to do efforts from outside the box. I've got to say, Watford are showing the signs to suggest they're not finished yet. Ardley's corner. How many times have we said that tonight? Here he is again. Quite extraordinary. And when your confidence is up, he hit it first time. And what did it hit? It was Blaney. For a moment it did hit the post. The keeper at that angle rather obscuring my view. It was a good save by the goalkeeper, and he's got more work to do. Here's this corner. And that time, it's a goal kick. Pompey at Cardiff tonight. And the South Coast rivals. Of course, their opponents this weekend, and how they're going to pick themselves up after this. We had something really miraculous in the last quarter of an hour. I guess this is as good as mine. This is Svensson. Griffith there, looking to find Blackstock in the middle. But it was Ormerod who came in, and Van Damme who got the ball wide of the target. Van Damme, 21 years of age. Only it had been his right foot, not his left. Hardly. Here's Boaza. Look for the first time one. Didn't hit it with full power, but does enough to win the corner. And here comes Ardley again. Come on, cries of shoot. Cox. They really have worked so hard, Watford, as a team. And it doesn't fall to me to try and pick a man of the match out of this. Higginbottom. There's a bit of purpose about Southampton. You wonder what would have happened if it had been at 0-0. Right the way across it goes, and it's in. And Dexter Blackstock has made it 4-1. Watford will be kicking themselves for letting one in. It was Griffith's ball across. Doyley didn't get. Young came in, but between them came Blackstock, and that was that. And Boaza might have a chance! Oh! What a response from Hammer Boaza. the smiling Frenchman. Dyche's long ball. The Watford response absolutely immediate. Helguson didn't get. Lundekvam slipped. And Boaza bang! 5-1. Ray Lewington was asked what would he like in the next round, and he said a Premiership side at home who were having an indifferent time. Southampton were having an indifferent time then. What sort of time are they having now? Whatever you say, they still have to be beaten, and they have been beaten by a really excellent team performance from Ray Lewington's men. Griffith. And now another opportunity for Southampton in search of consolation. Doyley. Jakobsen. Dulac. Telfer. He's an ex-Lutonian. He'll probably take this hardest of all. Blackstock. He's been really impressive. There's the ball back in, and orns! It was in the first time. And it's 5-2. And he keeps up his record against Watford, the former Blackpool man. With a spell on loan at Leeds early in the season. And he got the right side of the merit. Good header. James Chambers, incredibly, has got on the score sheet twice. And Bruce Dyer started the fun off. Gunnarsson. It's a great ball! Final shot. Didn't have the power from Helguson. Gunnarsson has unloaded a couple of quite outstanding passes. Led to the fourth goal though, the best of the lot surely. Telfer for Jakobsen. The two managers shake hands, their emotions could hardly be more contrasting. A packed Vicarage Road for an occasion that pits the last survivors from outside the so-called elite of football against the side who've been in the headlines all week. And what an atmosphere inside the grounds. It's the quarter-final of the Carling Cup, and it's Watford against Portsmouth. Expectancy around Vicarage Road, buoyed by the demolition of Pompey's great rivals Southampton. If you apply the strict line of form, Southampton then beat Portsmouth, but football is never like that. Let's have a look then at the teams, and for Portsmouth, well, Jamie Ashton keeps his place in goal. Shaka Hislop is on the bench, having had a few problems fitness-wise, and the Fuller and Berger access particularly important, with the likes of Yakubu and Lua still on a very long treatment table. But the man who is in temporary charge of the club, the new director of football, Zazek, has to try and cope with. As for Watford, there's good news on the team front. Tell you more about that in a moment. But the names Gunnarsson and Darlington are on the team sheet, both injured and the subject of concerns and mixed smoke signals from the treatment room since the defeat at West Ham ended Watford's good run. And now trying to do to Portsmouth what they did to Southampton and progress to the semi-finals of the Carling Cup. And the first time that would have happened if they've done it since Graham Taylor's men claimed famously the scalp of Manchester United on an unforgettable night when Luther Blissett scored two before finally succumbing at the semi-final stage over two legs to a Clough-inspired Nottingham Forest. Portsmouth have been in the quarter-finals once before. That was in 1994. They were also in the last 8. The first year the League Cup was created in the mid-60s. But apart from that, they have never been beyond this stage in the competition. They did, of course, get to the semi-finals of the FA Cup that season when everything they touched turned to gold. But with their problems perhaps in the league, well, who knows? They see this as a wonderful opportunity, and Watford have nothing to lose here. But the last team from outside the top flight left in, and it will be Portsmouth who will kick off. Ricardo Fuller and Patrick Berger, and the man in charge has a big night as well. One of the most experienced around, Dermot Gallagher from Banbury, Portsmouth from left to right, and this is Linvoy Primus. Header away by Cox, Marn for Gunnarsson. Helgeson, who did so much to demolish Southampton, but this time it's Linvoy Primus, and it's Jamie Ashdown on his 24th birthday. Ashdown joined Pompey from Reading. First appeared a couple of weeks ago when Pompey lost at home to Manchester City. Doyley. A neat, tidy and safe against Matthew Taylor. Berger also involved. Fuller was the ball in, and this will be Dyche, the Watford captain, who will clear. Dyer got the right side of Dazoo this time. Helgeson, the change of direction meant for Ardley. Primus across, but Ardley there first. Only support arriving from Marn, and Ardley has done well, and he's kept it in play well too. Now he faces the challenge of Primus. This is Darlington, better position to sling over the cross. Gunnarsson maybe. Gunnarsson, lovely skill. Still goes on and has won the free kick for the challenge by Patrick Berger. No doubt from Dermot Gallagher, who had a good view. Great smiles around the Watford associates when the news came through that Gunnarsson was fit to play. Such an important part in Watford's season. Now it's Marn, Gunnarsson and Cox perhaps to tee up. Gunnarsson, here's Cox against the wall, and Chambers, and that's a goal kick. Real first half opportunity of the game so far. Chambers' final ball wide of the target. Portsmouth throw. 9 minutes played. This time it's Watford's. Ray Lewington, of course, took the Hornets to the semi-final of the FA Cup 2 seasons ago. Masterminding and thoroughly enjoying another Cup campaign. Marn. Clearance away was by David Unsworth. Dyche and Fuller. And that was Gunnarson's header. And no problem for Richard Lee. Dyer won it this time. Helgeson jumped with Unsworth. This is Ardley. Darlington behind him, ready to sling the cross in. It needed height, he didn't get it, but Chambers might be able to make something of it. In the end, the ricochet of Chambers by Steve Stone wins Portsmouth the throw. Marn. Berkovic. This is Nigel Kouachi. Matt Taylor. Quasi again. All wondered how the reaction to Harry Redknapp's departure might be at Portsmouth. Well, the result is very positive in terms of result at the weekend, but this is a real test. Joe Jordan and Kevin Bond are down on the dugout, in charge with Zajic in the stands. And that is a free kick by Dyche's challenge on Ricardo Fuller. Just the boot in the process. So it's Berger and O'Neill. In the wall are Darlington and Dyche. Berger takes the free kick right away across, and it's wide by Linvoy Primus. And that was a real chance for the Premiership side. Primus came in at the far post on the end of that effort. Have another look at this. Right the way across, and Primus, the last arrival, almost giving Portsmouth the lead. Stone. Change of direction. Unsworth for Dazoo. Quasi for Dazoo. This is Quasi. Now Taylor. Primus. Stone. Blocked by Mann, and suddenly Watford have 4-on-4. Ardley to his left. This is Ardley. Helgeson, Dyer and Chambers now joining them in the box, and Watford win the corner. The tackle was by Linvoy Primus. So Ardley's first chance to try the attacking set play from the flag kick. Gunnarsson on the goal line, Dyer on the goal line, Dyche on the goal line. Cox and Helgeson ready to run. Right the way across, and it was headed away by Berger. And he'll have another try. Portsmouth enclosure behind that goal, absolutely packed. And a Musquire in good voice, Ardley. Dyche might still get something on this. And Gunnarsson got a bang. Dyche didn't make the clearance. And this is Darlington forced back. Berkovic the only man who stayed forward, and Doyley for Richard Lee. Darlington. O'Neill comes to call. This is Mann, doesn't have the time. Stone for Portsmouth. And Berger, no problems. Applause for the Portsmouth chairman as he acknowledges the cries of his supporters. He's in the front row of the director's box. Stand across from us. Stone. Dyche. Cox will have to complete the job, and does. Cox goes long. Dyer. And Primus scooting in. Ashdown was clear. Pressure applied by Helgeson. And Watford have the throw. Almost 20 minutes in. Dyer. This is Darlington. Ardley is the player nearest. This is Ardley. And Quasi will clear. As Gunnarsson tried to move in, but Darlington quick to read it and come back in. Ardley forward for Dyer, but Primus got the right side of him. And Fuller and Dyche, and a Watford free kick. Cox takes. That will be Ashdown, surely. Although Helgeson got in there, and it's in! Ashdown came and didn't get, and Helgeson has put Watford in front. For one's initial reaction was that Neil Cox had overcooked it. Ashdown came for it and wasn't under any real pressure, but suddenly he didn't get it. Helgeson jumped. Goalkeeper will be less than happy, and Unsworth could do nothing. And with 19 minutes gone, Watford lead by a goal to nil. What a match we have now. Helgeson, who got one of the 5 against Southampton. Again, the man on target. And Pompey now will have to show what they're made of. What an atmosphere around Vicarage Road. The Watford fans jubilant. The Pompey fans now turn the volume control up as well. If there is anybody doing the shopping down the other end of town at Tesco's, I think they might know there's a football match on. Helgeson got away from De Zoe, who blocked it well and makes the clearance for Stone. Doyley. Ardley. Gunnarsson. It was nice work by Dyer. Chambers. Doyley is the express outside him, but Chambers has the space. Low cross. This is Dyer. Dyer tries his luck and wins the corner. And that's put the confidence and the spring into Watford. Always felt that if they were going to have a real chance here, they had to get in front, and they have got in front. Here's the corner. And Helgeson again, and driven in and hurled for a corner. And Portsmouth, just at the moment, are rocking. Ardley's corner. Helgeson first time. And Primus, the last player to concede the corner. Ardley again. This time Ashdown, surely. And that'll make him feel better. Unsworth. Berkovic. Stone. Was Berger back for Stone again. And Darlington profits from O'Neill's slip. Every time Watford go forward, the crescendo amongst their fans, very obvious. Dyer waited, thought. Doyley is the player who will go in the space to field that from Neil Ardley. Taylor tries to close him down. There's the cross. It's another Watford corner. Ardley takes. Dyche went for the header. Unsworth away. Berger. It's high, but it isn't clear yet. Cox at the second time of asking under pressure from Fuller. Primus and Helgeson. This is Stone. Ran into Helgeson. Portsmouth throw. Nine goals now for Helgeson, making him level at the top of the Watford scoring charts with Danny Webber, who is smiling again, even though he's some way off his shoulder. Improving, he's sitting in the crowd somewhere, and there's no one more passionate in their support than Webber. And Watford have another throw. Gunnison, Doyley, just over the top. It was meant for Chambers. Cox. Portsmouth at the moment camped in their own half. Mann. Now Darlington, he'll attack at every opportunity. Needed the better final ball than that. Hardly. Helgeson, Chambers. Still goes on. Still goes on. And in the end, Ashdown can field it. They look towards the referee for a foul or use of the hand, and he wasn't having any of it. So Chambers went on. Dessou. This is Primus. Stone. Now Berkovic, look for Helgeson. Nearly played it to him as well, but in the end it's Quasi for Portsmouth. Approaching the half-hour mark. O'Neill. Unsworth. This is Taylor. Primus. Stone forward if he wants him. Dessou. Unsworth. And Dessou looks up, waits for the option, finds Primus. Playing the patient game. Dessou. Berkovic. And now Unsworth. Berkovic waits for the opportunity. And in the end, Chambers, the first time against Matt Taylor, but he's still got it. Unsworth looking for Fuller. And in the end, Neil Cox concedes the corner. Long through ball. And Cox taking the responsibility and made the clearance. Portsmouth now with an opportunity of their own. O'Neill takes, Taylor's the player nearest to him. Fuller on the edge of the 6-yard line. Primus, Dessou and Berger all arriving, and Unsworth was the target, and it's a good catch by Richard Lee. Pleased the young man. Ball was well played in, and Lee had to catch, and Lee did catch. Hardly. Mann chases. And done well, Hardly. And he's won the free kick for Gary O'Neill's challenge. So again, the set play opportunity. Gunnison, Dyche, Dyer, Helgeson, Cox all rendezvous on or around the edge of the 6-yard box. Hardly right the way across. Mann. It was a good clearance by Dessou, it needed to be. Looked for Helgeson, O'Neill and Berger. Now with an opportunity. It was a very good early ball that was struck by Berkovic. Now Stone. Quasi didn't get. O'Neill, Quasi again. Primus. Berkovic for Kwasi. This is Taylor. Knocking it around Portsmouth, but where's the penetration? And this is Mann for Watford. Darlington for Ardley. Lee away. Dazoo. Chambers. Gunnarsson. Did really well. Good control under pressure from Dazoo. Cox. Helgeson chases. Unsworth across. And his clearance only finds Gunnarsson. Watford now with the change of direction. That could be a great ball if Ardley can get to it, which he can, with a little bit of help from O'Neill. Ardley to the byline. Didn't have the power or the height on the cross. And Primus was able to clear for Berkovic for Kwasi. It's a lovely piece of skill by Berkovic. Here he goes again. And Berger is onside here. Needs to measure his cross. He's got past the challenge of Dyche. Berger goes on. O'Neill and Berkovic, and no one prepared to have a bang or in the right place to do so. And in the end, in fact, the referees allowed play to continue. I thought Fuller was offside, and Watford can turn defence into attack with Ardley. Helgeson through the middle. So too Dyer. Chambers is in the proverbial yard and a half of space on the far side, and he spotted him. But it was a good header away by David Unsworth. It's become open. But Ray Lewington will want the Watford gap to remain something about 13 junctions up the M1. Berkovic, Fuller. Doyley didn't make the challenge. Taylor, there's the cross. O'Neill looked for a ball into Berger. Mann won it for Helgeson, and now here comes Darlington. Helgeson. Dyer is offside. It was a good ball, but Dyer had just gone too quick. But at both ends, large holes were appearing. Fuller with Doyley chasing back. Fuller still with the ball. Of course, signed from Preston by Harry Redknapp. This is Berger. Berkovic. Change of direction for Steve Stone. Plenty of possession, Portsmouth. O'Neill with Ardley down, offering support. And Stone to the byline. There's the ball across. And Neil Cox made an important header and found Helgeson. And Portsmouth can come again. Well, they used to wave after wave in Portsmouth. And that's a good catch by Lee. He'll be pleased with that. Primus. This is Gunnarsson. Now Darlington. Helgeson against Dazoo. And Unsworth has to clear. It's Bruce Dyer. And a whiff of a possibility. Darlington. Too long for all and sundry. Dyer and Unsworth were the two players in the middle. Ozzy. Stone. Now O'Neill. And ball given against Ricardo Fuller. moment there is time to draw breath. Hardly got there. This is Helgason. Hardly has to wait on side. Helgason takes the responsibility and nearly found Chambers and Taylor. Chambers allowing it to not to go behind for what would have been a corner. That was Helgason. Gunnarsson. Darlington. Doyley far sides in acres of space. This is Ardley. Kouachi. And eventually Choyley is the man who has it. Marn goes forward. Chambers inside him. Taylor tries to close him down. Now the chance for the cross. And Ardley's got there! Straight at Ashdown. It was a good cross from Gavin Marn. And Ardley got the header from the cross. There's the cross. Ardley's header. Ashdown called it well. Stone. Dazoo. And this is Unsworth. Really raw Hertfordshire night. It's the home fans that are being warmed at the moment. Their team lead by a 1-0. And we've 7 minutes of the first half remaining. Berkovic. Stone. Gunnarsson's tackle, but here's Taylor. And the foul by Doyley on Taylor. Wins the award from Dermot Gallagher. Kouachi. Chambers and Doyley down the right. This is Taylor. Berkovic inside. This is Berger. Forced wide by the attentions of Cox. Kouachi again. And Cox tries to close down Chambers. Offers first assist. O'Neill. He's come very wide. Kouachi. Still on the go. Gunnarsson away. Portsmouth throw. Taylor. Gunnarsson's block. Quick ball for Helgason, and suddenly it's 3-on-3. And a great ball by Helgason for Marn. Ardley offering support. And he's gone on, and he's got past the Suez, Gavin Marn, and still goes on. Looks to Dermot Gallagher, who's having none of it. And away come Berger. Straight to Gunnarsson. It's the second time really they've caused their own problems. Helgason looking for Marn, but he was falling down. And Primus for Stone, for Taylor. Berkovic and Berger trying to combine. Stone didn't get the final ball. Sean Dyche did, and he's given it away to Kouachi. The underdogs ahead by a 1-0. O'Neill. Still going. Now Berger! Great save by Richard Lee. Clearest strike of the night. And the young goalkeeper does very well indeed. It was hit with power, venom and accuracy by the left foot of Berger. Richard Lee almost took the paint off it. Here's the corner. Taylor for O'Neill. Taylor. Ardley and Stone, and they both missed it. And this is Primus for Portsmouth. A minute left of the first half plus stoppages, and there won't be much of that. Probably 1 minute, I would think. Berger tried to find Fuller. It hit the back of his foot. Here's Dyer. Hasn't had the freedom Southampton gave him in the last round, but has still been worth his weight in nuisance terms. Doyley. Helgeson tried to find Chambers. This is O'Neill. Fourth official, Graham Poll. About to hold up 1 minute. Marn and Stone, and the free kick is Watford's. Well, there's some interesting talking done in both dressing rooms at the interval. Whether Gunnarsson starts the second half, we shall have to find out very shortly, because half-time is imminent. That's Unsworth, and this is Berger. Gunnarsson, to me, just running there, didn't seem any problem. And that's a Watford throw, but there isn't time for them to take it, because we reach half-time. And number 18, Heider Helgeson, 9th goal of the season. Jamie Ashdown probably in despair. But Helgeson has scored, and it's wonderfully well set up. Half-time, Watford 1, Portsmouth 0 in the Carling Cup quarter-final. And Dominic Blizzard gets his big chance in place of Brynjar Gunnarsson. And Unsworth and Andy Griffin, formerly with Newcastle. He slots into the left back role, place of Unsworth. And Kevin Harper was sent off playing in this fixture a couple of years ago at Fratton Park. Comes on, the second half underway, and our Watford 45 minutes from the Carling Cup semis. Playing from left to right and leading by that Heider Helgeson goal. It's a good firm challenge, and Marn for Dyer. Berger didn't get, and Doyley did. Doyley went on just too far and allowed Kouachi to win it. This is Berger. Kevin Harper has gone up front. Berkovic had been somewhat ineffectual. And Blizzard for Gunnarsson is a straight swap. O'Neill for Primus, who's got a crucial part to play. Dessou for Taylor. Griffin the substitute. That's well controlled by Harper. Looked towards Dermot Gallagher. He wasn't giving the free kick, but he allows play to continue. Although Helgeson was pushed by Primus, and Marn has given the ball away to O'Neill. Stone. This is Kouachi. Lively start to the second half. The crowd really getting behind the men in blue and white. And Berger overdid it. And Cox. Long clearance. Only Dyer is forward. Taylor. Kouachi for Stone. Primus. Griffin. Ardley. Now Dyer, who's done well against Griffin and got past him. Dyer against Primus. Dyer goes on. Primus got the foot in when he needed to. And this is Berger. Taylor. Kouachi. O'Neill in space. Through the middle goes Harper. Watford haven't closed him down. And in the end, the final ball for Berger. This is Taylor, takes aim. Dice blocked. Chambers. And now for O'Neill, who's trying his luck left side. There's the cross. Cox away. Marn completes the job. Helgeson does well to control against Dazoo. And he stayed down. Either Helgeson. And the referee will allow, I think, Luke Anthony to come on to treat him. Helgeson jumped. Ardley. Primus just did enough. That's Cox on towards Chambers. Chambers has won it well. Doyley's gone outside him. That's a great back heel for Doyley. Now the cross required. And in the end, he'll have another try. Chambers needed height, didn't get it. And Ardley. But Watford have a throw. Portsmouth think it should be theirs. Matt Taylor does. Dermot Gallagher says no. And Doyley with the throw. Dyer. Blizzard forward, but Ashdown this time no problem. Griffin. Darlington. Did well against Gary O'Neill. Dyer. Chambers. This is Harper. Cox across. Doyley comes to help. This is Kwashi. Chambers did well. And Blizzard completes the job. Dyer kept his footing well. Doyley. Now Blizzard. Doyley. And Helgeson certainly offside. Dyer doubtful. And these next 36 minutes, if it stays this way, are going to seem like an eternity to the folk supporting the team in yellow. Taylor. Darlington. Now Ardley. Chase for Helgeson, but to no avail. And Helgeson this time is onside. He's got Dyer through the middle. Helgeson tries. Straight at Ashdown, who had to hold it and did. Berger, now Taylor. Berger again. It was a good ball and Helgeson took the responsibility. But here come Pompey. Taylor. Stone. Harper has to chase and go wide. Doyley, the Watford defender, and the Doyley foot did enough. Dazoo. Helgeson almost profiting as Quasi had a think. Taylor. Ran straight into Mann, who did well. Really important player for Watford in the second half with Helgeson out, with Gunnarsson out rather. And this is Darlington. Dyer in the middle. Helgeson arrives. Draws Griffin wide. There's the ball in. Helgeson got it first! And it's 2! And Helgeson has got the second! And is that the one that's got written on it? Passport semi-final. Darlington to the byline. He got the cross in. And they never saw the Icelander arriving. Primus waited. Ashton could do nothing. And after 57 minutes, Watford lead Portsmouth by 2-0. And what a way to go into double figures for the season. Dazoo. What a noise around Vicarage Road. And it's not coming from those that face the A3 tonight. Dyer, Helgeson is in the clear. Here is Helgeson, lovely touch. Ardley on the overlap. Helgeson and Dyer in the middle. Ardley still goes on. Helgeson didn't quite get a touch, I don't think. And Ashton did well. It was a great ball. And Helgeson just didn't get the touch he wanted on it. And that allowed Ashton to come and claim. Primus. Cambridge 1-0. Reading 3-0. Sheffield United 0-0. Won by Jack Smith's penalty. Southampton 5-2. To about 15,000 inside this ground. Those results roll off the tongue. And can they add Portsmouth to that? Half an hour to go. And it's 2-0. Taylor. It's done really well again. Griffin. Overhit the final ball for Matt Taylor. Helgeson's header. Dyer. Now for Chambers. There's an effort. Ashton hasn't got Dyer. It's 3. And Dyer surely now has settled it beyond any doubt. Another magnificent move to the byline. Chambers, Ashton can only parry, and Bruce Dyer puts Watford in dreamland, and surely has put Watford in the semi-finals. Well, they said Southampton was a one-off stand and it wouldn't happen again. And one or two people around here simply cannot believe what they are watching. They're watching one of the great Watford Cup runs, and they're watching another quite extraordinary chapter. Primus for Portsmouth. Quasi. And what Watford have to do now is keep concentration amid all the euphoria against Southampton. They were less than happy they let 2 late goals in. And however thrilling it's been to watch, it is not over by a long way. But it's Watford's to lose now. This is Fuller. Mann. The tackle. Through his own sheer hard work, has won over the crowd, who traditionally have been sceptical of big money purchases. This one, Graham Taylor all those years ago, seems to have got one of the great bargains. He backed his judgment, and how either Helgeson has repaid him and repaid Watford. Harper, away by Blizzard. Primus. Taylor. Chambers waited. Berger. Dazoo. Square for Primus. Taylor. Now Berger. Taylor across. Cox away. O'Neill might fancy his chances here. O'Neill, good save by Lee. And it's an even better save because of how late he saw it. He didn't get a clear shot at that. Very late sight he got. And a really good piece of goalkeeping. Here's the corner. Good catch by Lee. Quashi. Blizzard's tackle illegal. Stone. Fuller. And Dazoo back for Jamie Ashdown. Quashi. Semi-finals to be played in January. And who amongst the Watford faithful, when those fixtures came out back in August, would have realistically thought that they needed to keep a couple of Tuesdays free the first month of the new year? It's not over yet. And Portsmouth are going to have to find something quite miraculous. This is Stone. The midway point of the second half. Taylor. And Lee punched. Wasn't quite the right decision, but he got away with it. Darlington away. Cox will complete. Taylor. Harper. Cox didn't make the tackle. Still Harper. Lee this time though, positive and determined as Gary O'Neill arrived. A clear call. Dash. Taylor. This is Stone. But they're having to defend really deep, Portsmouth. And they're 3 down. They have to go for it. And they know it. Dyche. Chambers. Dyer. Berger. And now for Harper. Back goes Doyley. Harper tries one. Well, Richard Lee had to scamper across to be sure. And that was a good effort from Harper. Certainly looked lively since he came on. Doyley didn't get there. And Lee, pleased to see it go behind. Cox. Helgeson wants to be sure. And Helgeson now with another opportunity. And in the end, Griffin has had to go all the way back almost to give away a corner to get rid of him. He's had a wonderful night, the Icelander. Mann. Dyer. Kept control well. Chambers. not been as influential as he was in the Southampton game in the previous round, but he still provided one wonderful and memorable moment. And there's still time for more. Ardley. There's the ball across. Dazou away. Marn. Darlington. Marn. Blizzard is square, but Darlington will go himself. And Dyer is in the box. Dyer wants an opportunity. Chambers. I think he may have hit his own player. Ardley this time. Oh, what about that? But when you're 3 up, you can afford to have a go. And Neil Ardley, how he would dearly love to be on the score sheet. Primus. This is Taylor. Chambers has did it, the robbery this time, and it's 3-on-3 again. Chambers with Dyer and Helguson. Chambers tried it, and Ashdown will be mightily relieved that he was able to field it with reasonable ease. Another great run by Chambers. Fuller, and he's got past Dyche this time. Just for a moment, the home faithful held their breath. McGallagher had a good view. Primus. Dyche. That's well done for Dyer. Dyche goes forward, he fancies a bit of fun, and Helguson was expecting Chambers to be there. Berger. Dazou. Joe Jordan on his feet, one of the coaches at Portsmouth. And their away day sickness has returned with a vengeance here. Helguson just offside. Taylor. Griffin. Marn has run his heart out. Darlington. Blizzard's got work to do and does it. Dazou against Dyer. Now Kwashi. This is Taylor. Berger. Taylor. Good save by Lee. Harper. Great block by Cox. It's not out yet. And eventually Darlington will clear. Well, on occasions Watford have ridden their luck. And that was good defensive teamwork. Even though it won't be in any textbook or coaching manual you'll find. Helguson again. Ardley for Darlington. Trying to get past Griffin. Watford playing keep ball. This is Helguson, how he'd love to go home with a match ball. And he's got a corner. Ardley will take. Devlin has come short to offer him the option. Target was Blizzard, and it's away. And here come Portsmouth. Marn, Chambers, Doyley, Lee under pressure from Fuller. Well, we've not had a blizzard, have we? What we have had is a deep depression heading for the south coast for the second time in a month. Stone didn't let that, Helguson did. Watford quite simply have been hungrier and more wanting of it, and Devlin's final ball for Helgeson as food and drink for the Zoo will be shattered by this. 7 minutes to go. Stone. Don't think the Watford package holiday business is going to do any good from clients on the south coast this summer. Talk about Watford as a holiday destination in a tourist leaflet last week. Here comes Watford again with Neil Cox. That really would be the night, wouldn't it, if he could hit one? Helgeson might, you know, he might well. Deflected. And here comes Griffith with O'Neill, with Kwashi. Taylor. The long journey to junction 11 of the M25 past Guildford has begun. Cox. Okay. All is safely gathered in by Richard Lee. Primus, who has had a thankless task against Helgeson tonight. Berger. We're about to see Watford play their last hand, and it might well be Fitzgerald, possibly for Helgeson, just to give the youngster a taste of it. Primus and Helgeson, and that's a Watford free kick. And full marks to Dermot Gallagher as well. It's not been a difficult match to referee, but he's handled it sensibly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the attendance for today's match,
18,877, 18,877 just called as the crowd. One or two publicans in Watford will probably regret they haven't applied for a late licence. Marn. This is Chambers. Pinch yourselves. Watford 3, Portsmouth 0. And that nearly played into Chambers' path. And this is Taylor, and he's won a free kick. And here comes the Watford substitution, or at least they wanted it, but Portsmouth have taken it too quickly. 4 minutes to go. Lewington stands quietly contented. Taylor. O'Neill. This is Kwashi. It's only a question now of a consolation prize, surely. And Cox wants to make sure there's no repeat of Southampton and those two late goals. Helgeson, this is Marn. Gone for the big Icelander again, and he's got the right side of Primus this time. Helgeson. No real support. Now it arrives from Neil Ardley. And Watford have the throw. And they will now make the substitution, and the man to come off will get one of the biggest ovations you have heard in a very, very long time. Just listen to this. A wonderful embrace from his manager, and the hero of the night gets the ovation he richly deserves. 2 minutes from time, Scott Fitzgerald comes on, and how do you follow that? Darlington. This is Blizzard. Ardley. He'd love one, you know. He might have a bang, and Ashton had to make the save. The ruthlessness in Watford is quite extraordinary, and Neil Ardley this time it was. And Ashdown, who still probably will not sleep tonight after the first one. think you'll know when Dermot Gallagher blows his whistle, because I won't be able to hear myself think. Fitzgerald won the ball, and this is Chambers. The final seconds of another Cup classic. Mann. Doyley wants it. Doyley has it. Chambers behind. Devlin, the dummy. Fitzgerald, Devlin gets saved by Ashdown. And in the end, it's cleared away by Primus for the corner. Well, it's Birmingham that's saying keep right on to the end of the road. Vicarage Road has been a cul-de-sac again for a visiting Premiership Cup team. Their Cup campaign has reached the end of the road. Can Watford rub salt into it? Devlin's corner. Last chance. The victory is secure. Dermot Gallagher's whistle ends another tumultuous evening. And it's Watford who go into the last four of the Carling Cup. And you cannot say anything other than they thoroughly deserve it. And they have demolished the Premiership side again. Helgeson, the hero, what an ovation he got 2 minutes from time. But all three goal scorers taken off. Richard Lee, a fantastic performance by him as well. The goalkeeper just coming to join the massed ranks in celebration. They'll talk about this one for a long time, at least until the semi-final. Another Watford triumph. Cox punches the air in delight. Portsmouth shattered, and Watford in Wonderland. It's finished Watford 3, Portsmouth 0. Cox takes. That will be Ashdown surely. Although Helgeson got in there, and it's in! Ashdown came and didn't get, and Helgeson has put Watford in front. O'Neill. Still going. Now Berger! Great save by Richard Lee. Dyer in the middle. Helgeson arrives. Draws Griffin wide. There's the ball in. Helgeson got it first! And it's 2! And Helgeson has got the second, and is that the one that's got written on it? Passport semi-final. Dyer now for Chambers. There's an effort. Ashdown hasn't got Dyer. It's 3.